Top 10 SSS rated Demon Manhwa recommendations you must read 2022. There are a lot of great Demon Manhwa out there. If you are looking for the best of the best, here are 10 of the highest rated Demon Manhwa that you should definitely check out in 2022. From heart-pounding action to heartwarming romance, these manhwa have it all. So if you are looking for a great new series to get into, be sure to check out one of these 10 Demon Manhwa. Starting off with our number 10, The Demon King Diaries. One of the most loved Demon Manhwa series out there. Newly released from the shackles of college applications, Hanra-san is determined to do one thing, and one thing only, have a great time. Alice, her much anticipated bliss is disrupted when on her birthday she suddenly gets whisked away to a fantasy world. Not only does she have to adjust to her newfound surroundings, but she also has to deal with the information that she is actually the demon incarnate. With no way back home, San has to do what anyone who's had their whole world turned upside down needs to do. Go defend fence, go train in dungeons, become the demon king that everyone expects her to be. Really, how hard could it be? Overall, it's really good Demon Manhwa to read. Number 9. Love Advice from the Great Duke of Hell. The story is so freaking good. I wasn't expecting much of it, and while reading the first chapters, I thought it was just going to be pure comedy. But I was totally wrong. This story is so flipping good. The characters are unique and the author managed to make them OP without the characters being annoying or cliché. They have an interesting concept about demons, and I am surprised on how well they made the story more appealing by making interesting and sometimes questionable character designs. I like how every time Paul does something otherworldly, people react realistically instead of just plain screaming and panicking when they saw what Paul looked like when they just thought of him as a cosplayer, which was hilariously realistic. I also like how the author, despite making this story comedic, still managed to effectively show drama or backstory without it being out of place or awkward. The art is also great, so overall, I give this comic a 10 out of 10. You will not regret reading it. Number 8. 32nd Demon King. The powerful ruler of all demons, the Demon King gets punished by God after rebelling against him. As a result, he loses his precious demon horn. To get it back, he must find the Princess of Hell, and together, they must purify 100 evil spirits that lurk in the human world. But can the Demon King betray his demon followers and successfully purify them? And it seems there is no another issue at hand. Why is the Demon King so obsessed with his horn? That's because without it, he keeps losing his memories. Art is really good, the plot is good overall, and it's a really good Demon Manhwa to read out there. Number 7. The Demon King's Confession. What happens if you end up summoning the Demon Lord, the whole world's continent's greatest enemy? Due to a battle that took place over 1,000 years ago, cursed people become demon-like magicians, and those who are blessed become holy knights who protect the kingdom. Lapis, who hides her identity of being a magician and aspires to be a holy knight, accidentally ends up summoning the Dark Lord. Along with the Dark Lord puzzling confession, Lapis' journey of becoming a holy knight begins. It's also really worth the read manhwa. Number 6. The Demon Queen has a death wish. After breaking a treaty and waging war against the demons, humanity suffered a crushing defeat. Civilization has been destroyed and demons are now the ruling species. At the very top, above all others, is the Demon Queen. But the Demon Queen is tired. In fact, she only has one wish: to die. It's not bad, but it wasn't what I expected. The only reason I continued for as long as I did is because I was interested in what the cover image suggested about their relationship. However, thus far the relationship between male lead and female lead has seen little romantic developments, so I lost interest. Art is standard compared to other manhwas I have read. Few supporting characters have been introduced or fleshed out so far, so I would give this manhwa 6 out of 10. Moving on to our number 5, Silver Devil King. Pretty nice. Feels like a mixture of Return of the 8th Class Magician and some male isekai story. Nice art. Nice plot and arcs too. Yuan Ha, a high school senior, messed up his finals because he mismarked his papers. He's approached by a foreigner, no, a demon who proposed to turn back time. In exchange, Yuan must stand in as Demon King's replacement. Will Yuan, living the Demon King's life, be able to safely return to his own life? Should I live however I want? I am the real king until the real one returns. Overall, it's really a good demon manhwa to read. Number 4. God, please make me a demon. At a glance, high schooler Moran Baek appears to be a beautiful girl who is perfect in every way, or so it would seem. In reality, she is an exiled demon who has been trapped in a human body for over 5,000 years. When she learns that she is still unable to use her demonic powers despite finishing her exile, Moran despairs and struggles to find a way to become a demon again. One day, she accidentally discovers that doing a good deed restores her power and sets out to find a way to keep doing good deeds so she can return to her devilish ways. This story is so funny and has such a vibe. What I like the most about it is that the plot is moving along. You can see our demon actually gets back her powers at a normal pace. Unlike most sitcom manhwa, this one actually has progress. It's not episodic and feels like there is an actual end goal, not just everyday life. Our female lead acts like a demon, which is nice, and the plot is fun and interesting. Number 3. Return of the Mad Demon. The Mad Demon, Jahali, dreams of becoming the god of martial arts. Unfortunately, his dreams are dashed after he falls off a cliff while running from the demonic cult for stealing the Jade of Heaven. Yet, this is not the end for Jaha. He awakens from the fall to find himself back in his 20s. With his knowledge of the future and of martial arts, he now has a chance at revenge at getting life right this time. Will he be able to fulfill his dream this time around, or is it doomed to face the same fate yet again? The humor, pacing, and attention to details makes this one really unique. Highly recommended to experience this once in your lifetime. Anyhow, I hope it doesn't fizzle out with more chapters. Number 2. Asa. Throughout history, humans have been at war with the fallen demonic creatures who were banished to live in the barrens for their sins. One day, the king of the fallen, Azazel, is captured by the imperial hunters led by General Murang. But contrary to the general's initial beliefs, Azazel isn't the cold-hearted monster the legends have made him out to be. In fact, he shows compassion for his fellow Fallen who have been ruthlessly hunted down by the humans and even offers himself up in exchange for his people's safety. After the eye-opening encounter, Murang begins to question who the sinners really are, and Azazel plans to use the general's changing perspective to turn him against the Crown Prince, Jeonjen, and put an end to the centuries' worth of conflict. And finally, number 1. Lesa. Every night, humans were attacked by assailants that looked like demons. They were brutal and loved absorbing human souls. As their population increased, it was revealed that they were once humans and they were given the name Demon, which is diverted from both demon and man. The government failed to control the tyranny of these demons and more human lives were lost. Demons only had one weakness. They were weak to sunlight just like vampires. So the government built a sunlight city just for a chosen population, which was later known as Hexagon Field. The story of this webtoon started off just like a generic vampires versus human struggle, but later on it develops further into a mythological tale of gods and angels. There are two main characters. One is an edgy demon hunter who is searching for his sister, while the other one is an immortal who had just been awoken after sleeping for hundreds of years. It is an old webtoon from 2014, so the art is not up to today's standards, but once you start reading it, the art will grow on you on no time. Overall, it's a top-notch modern fantasy webtoon recommended for everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, we conclude today's list with that. But before we leave, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. We really work hard to bring you guys quality content, so a little appreciation goes a long way. Thanks for watching and have a great day.